All right, guys, welcome to the first episode of Broken Fingers Podcast. Well, it's not actually the first episode, it's about the sixth now, but this is actually the first one in English. So, first up, my name is Layback. I'm here with Cobra and Mr. Spongemarker.
Hello.
And yes, say hello, guys. Don't be shy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome,
Hello.
welcome.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, all right. No, but first up, some announcements. As you might know or hear, we're not actually English, so please excuse us for our accents or maybe pronunciations or whatever. So keep that in mind. We know that now, so we're gonna start up. And of course, we're gonna talk about Black Ops 2. Why not? Everybody's excited about it, and everybody wants to talk about it because it is the biggest game in gaming history, of course.
Is it?
So, well, I believe so. I mean, in the last 5 or 6 years, I mean, it has become the biggest game out there. I mean, be honest.
Well, yeah, the Call of
All
Duty
right.
franchise is pretty big, but I don't see
Well,
it.
yeah, but also the community behind it is just enormous. I mean, think about it. It's well, is it bigger than Battlefield, for instance? Because that's, if you think about it, the
Mm,
second biggest game.
I don't know.
Honestly,
I mean, Battlefield was big a long time ago on PC, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
but maybe with Battlefield 3, maybe a little comeback right there. But still, I think Call of Duty is the biggest game or gaming franchise out there. Looking at the sales, it's definitely the biggest game there.
yeah,
yeah,
Uh,
because
yeah,
just for a single game to sell, I don't know how many million copies. I mean, it's bigger than any game Bethesda ever released. So let's just stick with the fact that Call of Duty is the biggest game out there.
all right, but not
Um,
not the best, but the biggest.
all right, biggest. I didn't
Yeah,
say best. I
all
said
right,
biggest. All
all
but
right.
right.
yeah,
So
but you gotta keep in
keep this in
mind. I
mind.
mean,
Keep that in mind.
they already started hyping Black Ops 2. That's only like May right now. It's coming out in November.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
So
what the hell, man?
yeah, that's because the E3 is
moving
just
on.
around the corner, and they want to show some gameplay at E3. So you cannot show gameplay like here it is, look at it, but you have to release a trailer or two first to build the hype up.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah. All right. So we know that. We're gonna move on to the information that has been released or leaked, however you want to call it. There has been several trailers. We all watched them. I assume you guys also watched them. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the data we've received, and we're gonna give our opinions about it. And yeah, let's get started. First of all, the release date is official at the 13th of November this year, as to be expected, right? It has always been around 7 to 13, 14 November. I think they adjusted it to releases like Halo and whatever. But let's talk about the storyline. Um, how do you guys feel about this whole future warfare thing? How do you guys feel about uh, the Treyarch series moving on to like the future kind of setting and more kind of, yeah, well, sci-fi ish, if you wanna give it a name or give it a label? How do you guys feel about that?
Robin, go ahead.
All right. Well, I think it's good. It's fresh. It's new. Yeah, Call of Duty needed change. It's been in the modern era for too long, and now it's moving on just a little bit. Maybe a
Yeah,
decade or
yeah,
so. Yeah.
because it's the near future,
It's the near,
2025.
yeah, all the weaponry and machinery that's used in Black Ops 2 is already on paper or prototype, so it's definitely a future that's real.
Yeah, but
So
some facts are fictional, so they know about certain things and they've developed it into what they think it's gonna become.
yeah, they made
So
up a neat story. I like it that hackers and warfare are pushed in the same story. So it's interesting. I like it.
I don't
well,
know.
Lars, what about you? Do you like the future kind of thing, or do you want to stick to like the Second World War or the more prehistoric era?
I just hope because they're taking actually they're making a gamble by implementing something really new. And
Yeah, yeah.
so they're going into the future, and I'm a little bit scared that Black Ops 2 is not gonna feel like like Black Ops 1 or Call of Duty at all. So yeah, I'm not.
Well, think about that. It's the same engine that was used in Black Ops, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not gonna feel that much different,
I hope
to be
not.
honest.
I mean, I absolutely love Black Ops. I got like 40 days in there,
Yeah.
so I just, I just hope it's gonna be. Me personally, I think it's fucking freaking, freaking great that they're implementing something new finally because Call of Duty really needed that. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely for sure that the franchise needed something fresh, not just upgrades and extra things you needed to do, but also like the era, and that's what they did here. And I think if you wait a little longer, a month or two, we can hear about new information, and I think it's a good path to take, as Treyarch did.
yeah.
Let's get into the storyline itself about the information of the trailers and other data. It's going to be a switch between two Cold Wars. Two Cold Wars. The first one being in the 1980s, with the main character still George Mason. No, it's David Mason. Sorry.
David Mason is his
And the
surname,
second,
but
yeah, David Mason.
you're
Yeah,
correct.
that's his name.
I thought you were gonna say George Michael.
No,
Alright.
no, no, no.
Alright.
Dude, I know you're a big fan of him, but no, I wasn't gonna say it. All
Alright.
right, two Cold Wars, one in the 1980s and one in 2025, both with David Mason as a sort of a lead character as the story progresses. What we also see is like the bad guy, the main bad guy. We all saw it in like Modern Warfare 2. We saw a main bad guy like the Markov and the general. I don't know what's his name. We saw two main bad guys turning out to be like the evil villains. And here we have the same. We have like the global point of view, which is like the crisis between China, Iran, and like the West. Because out of the information leaked, it says that China has about 90% of all the minerals and all the stuff to make all the I don't know
Equipment, weapons,
F-16s and
yeah.
yeah, equipment and whatever they need. And Iran has some, and it shows that the West really has a problem. So we're gonna wait and see and on what their take on that is. So those are that's the first kind of bad guy, if you want to call it that, like the global crisis. The second one is, forgive me for my pronunciation, Raul Menendez. I think that's
Yeah,
pronounced right.
Menendez, yeah.
That's yeah, Menendez. So that's the second kind of bad guy. We see him in the first part of the 1980s, and we see him coming by in the 2025 era. So sort of what you see is like him becoming the evil bad guy. What happened for him to become such a terrorist or whatever it is that he did? Uh, so those are two bad guys. I think it's pretty straightforward, but let's get into the next topic and let's see how that goes. Um, what you expect from Call of Duty is linear gameplay. So one path with maybe one or two lanes you can choose, but it's just basically one path you need to take, and it's fast-paced gameplay. It's shoot here, shoot here, shoot here, blow this up, move on, go into a boat, shoot that, blow down that helicopter. Constant pace of action. Well, that's going to stay, but there's going to be some additions made or changes made into the gameplay. It's now not linear. It's becoming more non-linear.
Yeah,
So
sandbox gameplay.
sandbox-ish. So
Ish,
it's
yeah.
not totally sandbox, but we can expect more of an open kind of map. And the very important detail here is that you can take multiple paths to the same objective. Additional info here is that you can make choices. What you're gonna do? Are you gonna kill him or are you gonna let him live? Are you gonna take the right path to save the hostages, or are you gonna take the left path to defuse the bomb? Just to name some things they're probably gonna come by. But and this is the I think a very fresh part. You can fail your objectives. So if you didn't manage to defuse the bomb on time, it sticks with that fact. So the story progresses with the fact that the bomb wasn't defused. All right.
Yeah.
So at the end, you have probably like a big ending scene. They probably adjusted it in some way that they counted in the fact that you failed at some targets, or of course completed them all, or whatever. I think I don't know what you guys think. I think that's fresh. I think that's going back to old school gaming. When you fail, you move on. That's what I think. What do you guys think about this? This
Yeah.
whole failure choices and linear versus non-linear.
I think it's pretty good. And they also said that you can play missions in different ways. Like you can play as a drone, like flying through the skies and picking evil guys off, or just go in as a soldier. It's your choice. Well, that's fresh. That's new to Call of Duty,
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think, um, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the Call of Duty just needed different how do you say features in the game, because
yeah,
it's always been the same for a long time, and I really look forward to these new additions in the
yeah, yeah.
in the game. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Cobra said, there's gonna be multiple elements, of course, because it's gonna be in 2025. There's gonna be robots. There's gonna be tanks. There's gonna be planes, and you have all kinds of different ways to play the game. Like you said, you can play the game as like 90% of the time as a drone and giving Overwatch and killing the guys, or you can just play it like classic style as a soldier and shoot the guys and as you go along. Or what are some other options? Cobra? Just give me a few.
Well, it's what you said, like that you can play 90% of the game as a drone. That's not entirely true. They have certain levels in the campaign. They are called Strike Force levels, and that's basically a battlefield, 360 degrees battlefield, and you can choose to drop in as a drone or a soldier or a tank or even as an overwatcher, that you can see the whole battlefield in front of you and that you
Yeah,
can.
but that's like sort of a general sort of perspective. As you see
Yeah,
the battleground, you move your pawns as you go.
yeah, and then you can see,
So
like, all right, there's a battle going on in the west, in the east, and in the south, and then you can choose between those three in which one you want to battle, and you can battle that out. But the other two are
yeah,
still
and how are you gonna
going.
do it? Of course.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you going to do it? Of course, you're going to send in a drone. You're going to send in your Delta Strike guys. I don't know
Well,
what they're,
basically,
but the special forces.
I think you're not in the position to say like you're doing that and you're doing that, but you have to take over
Make
one
those
of those
decisions.
drones. You have to take one over and play as a drone in that fight, and then you can go back to the Overwatch mode and you can go to another fight and pick for a person there and play as that.
All right, all right. So to summarize, there are some levels maps you can choose to play as a sort of a general mode. You can drop in as a drone, a guy, whatever.
Yeah,
So that's some levels.
yeah, the Strike Force
But
levels.
not all.
Not
There's
all.
always going to be those levels which you're required to play as a soldier.
Yep.
All right, so that's good. I think that's a good mix of a new, fresh elements and more of the same, the what you know kind of thing. Um,
Well,
well,
can I say something more about the story a little bit?
of,
Yeah.
of course, whatever you want to say.
All
Maybe
right.
maybe I'm gonna deal with it later. But what do you want to say?
Yeah, what I missed on your explanation of the story, you said what the bad guy was and all, but what the bad guy is doing in 2025, the main weapon against the West is computers. So they actually have taken over the drone army of the US and sent that drones to the major cities to attack those cities.
Yeah, so that's what we saw in the trailer, right?
Yeah,
What that guy said.
that's the main plot. You have to stop the bad guy from hacking your drones.
Yeah, well, because what it said in the trailer is that they made an army of drones and whatever, and then he says the phrase, "What happens if they become hostile or
Yeah, what
they are
happens when
taken
the enemy
over?"
takes the keys? Yeah.
Yeah, what happens indeed. So that's. good that you helped me on that fact. I forgot that, but that's a very good way of putting it. Moving on, guys, or anything else to say on your part? Or
I just want to ask something. Is everything you just told, is it confirmed or
Yep.
is it? Alright.
well, it is. Is it confirmed? It is from like the guy himself from the trailer, most of it. So we can assume ninety
Alright.
percent of this isn't going to change.
Yeah, the
Alright.
single
Just
player stuff that we talked about is 100% legit. It's everything is confirmed.
alright. So just to be sure for the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Alright.
right. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of more details here and just gonna spill them out there, and you guys can give your opinion about it. All right. First of all, the makers of this game, Treyarch, did everything they could to maintain a 60 frames per second bit. So even though it's like a future kind of setting with a lot of graphic things going on, they've managed to hold it down to 60 frames per second, so that an Xbox 360, the PS3, the PC, all can just easily manage to play that game. I think that's very predictable. I mean, as a maker, you want to just make sure everybody can play it. You don't want to make it too inaccessible for others. So
Yeah, but a game is playable at 30 FPS, but they chose to pick the 60 because that's that fast-paced feeling you have from Call of Duty. That's because it's
yeah,
60 frames per second. It's just fast action all the time, and
Yeah.
you cannot do that if you have less than that. So
no, of course, that's one of the Call of Duty characteristics about it.
yeah, and that's
Um,
why the graphics cannot be compared to Battlefield because Battlefield has way less frames per second than Call of
Yeah.
Duty.
They got 30 FPS,
Yeah.
30 frames a second. I mean, why
mm.
why would you go higher than 60? Because the human mind's only capable to pick up like 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
it looks more awesome. Think about it. If you have like 100 frames per second, you don't get everything you see. You want to play the game twice to get everything.
Yeah, but
So think about that.
I mean, why would you go higher than 60 FPS? You won't notice.
Well, no,
You know?
I think I believe it it encounters as more awesome, more bigger. Like if you know what I mean. If
Yeah, yeah. Maybe.
it's probably a higher FPS.
Yeah, maybe, but if I'm showing you two videos, one 60 FPS and one like 120, you won't see the difference. So,
Okay, no. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to see how
all
that
right.
goes, how that develops.
Yeah.
There are a couple other things I want to talk about. What we can expect from the story. I think what we've talked about is a very good way of putting it. But the guy behind the story is no nameless guy or no nameless team. It's the guy behind Batman. So the guy that wrote the scripts of Batman is now writing for the Black Ops storyline. So I think that's good. Like a movie production guy is now writing for Black Ops. So think about it, Hollywood and now gaming. Think about that for a second.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome, right?
that
That's
they said.
awesome. That's the first of a set characteristics that gaming is becoming more popular. Gaming is becoming bigger. Gaming is better now. Like script writers, actors that put in voice commands and whatever. You know what I mean? I think this is a very good way of development for the gaming community. Just guys like this
Yeah, but
writing for a game like this. It makes the game more awesome, right?
Black Ops is not the first game that got. This is going on for years and years. That
No.
PC
But
guys.
I just want to emphasize the fact that this game is gonna have a good storyline because of this writer.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah. All
the
right.
thing
So
that's most important is look at how that writer took the Joker and Batman and how he developed that character to be like a villain that is evil, but you can also have some sympathy for him. And that's
yeah.
especially that's what he's going to do with the villain of Black Ops 2. He is evil, but not in everyone's
Oh,
opinion.
he's gonna develop. He's gonna
He's gonna
develop. You're gonna
develop.
see multiple perspectives of how he's gonna become that villain.
Yeah.
So you can connect with that guy as a watcher or a gamer in this case. That's a very good argument, by the way. Um, Other facts: there are several experts hired to maintain the authenticity of this game, as usual. Same with the Modern Warfare series. Same with this. Expected. And this is for the zombie guys. The zombie mode is going to be big. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be huge. Um what I've heard, and this is totally well, not it's not completely true. Zombies could potentially be like instead of a four-player standard mode, it's going to be now eight players on Xbox Live, for instance. That's one of the developments. Maybe is going to take place, but what we can assume that is true. Zombies going to be it's going to be bigger.
It's a
I'm excited about it. How
it's
about you guys?
it's a good step forward. I mean, Black Ops or Zombies. I'm sorry, it was getting big in World of War,
Yeah,
and then they implemented it on Black Ops, and it just blew up. Everyone was playing Zombies, buying map packs just for the zombie maps. And
yeah,
now they're coming back with Zombies even bigger. It's a really good choice they're
yeah,
making
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So
Well, what we see nowadays in games, you have your single player, you have your multiplayer, and there's 90% of the time there's a third thing you can do. In this case, zombies. So it's again a development in games we see as a gamer.
yeah.
Uh, I think it's very good. More aspects to a game, more playing time. It increases the value of the game. It increases the worth the game you get for the $60 you're buying for it. And I think it's a good case.
Mhm.
Um, Last but not least, there is one single thing said. Well, it's probably bound to be more, but the most important thing is said about the multiplayer, and this is important. The multiplayer is no longer, according to Treyarch, one size fits all solution. So what we saw in Black Ops, the smaller kind of maps, more kind of the same setup. It's now going to be for all gamers. So the rushers, the snipers, the hardcore competitive guys. There's for everyone. There's going to be some levels to play with. And he said, and this is quoting him, the game was stripped and rebuilt from the core with the objectives to support the broadest potentially public. So with the for most people, so you have your well, I will say noobs that just joined in the game and make it accessible for them. I understand that you wanna sell your game to the most to the most guys, right? You wanna make some profit. That's what your company is all about. But also you wanna create that depth for the competitive gamer like myself and you Lars
Yeah.
to be able to play that game like 20 30 days and still love it like Black Ops. I believe at Treyarch they know what they're doing. They know how to support that competitive guy, but also to support that amateur player or that player that's just getting started, or like the player that plays for fun and doesn't take it that seriously. I mean, I get that. So on one hand, you have your easy accessibility, and then on the other hand, you have your depth and your well, you get your reward from playing it over and over and over again. So the guys that know how the game works have a significant advantage, and I like that.
All
How,
right.
how do you guys feel about that?
I just hope the Treyarch keep supporting the competitive gamers
Yeah,
because in Black Ops 1 they implemented at a later stage of the game the competitive playlist, and that was huge to competitive players because Treyarch really showed that they were supporting us. And right now, if you're saying like the biggest like audience who are playing this game, the biggest audience is casual gamers.
it is.
So I just hope they're not making the same mistake as Modern Warfare 3 because
Yeah,
everyone can play that game. And Black Ops, if you're bad at the game, you just suck at it. So yeah,
it's harder to become good at it. Yeah.
yeah, it's I think I hope they're keeping the same mindset as Black Ops 1.
Yeah, yeah. So
Just
they don't want to go overboard with accessibility.
yeah.
of the game. All
Yeah,
right, I get that. I get that. Any other facts you guys want to talk about while we're talking about Black Ops 2?
the drone.
Why the drone?
I saw the video of FPS Russia
Yeah.
with the where it was like flying this drone. It was like, oh, this the new drone, blah blah blah. And it was flying it, and at the end of the video, on the bottom left corner, it said, "Thanks to my friends from Activision, who helped me making this video." And then you're looking back at the video, and it's just all CGI. It's all special effects. It's just made with a computer.
Yeah.
And that's the first time they showed that the drone was implemented in the game. But is it going to be implemented in multiplayer?
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
what I fear is that we're gonna have another whole RC car
Yeah,
kind of thing. I want that's my concern. I like you talk about the drone. I don't want a 3 kill streak that kills. A 3 kill
yeah,
streak should be a support kill streak, a counter UAV, a UAV, or whatever they think
yep.
of. So this drone, what's it gonna do? Is it gonna shoot? Is it gonna observe? Is it gonna tag opponents? What's it gonna do?
I don't think it's going to tag opponents because Treyarch or Activision or whatever is too proud to copy anything from another game. And if you're looking at Battlefield 3, you got the drone. The only thing you could do is run into people, which is cheating to kill people. But
Yeah.
and spotting. So I think they're gonna mount this badass machine gun on there. You got a limited amount of rounds, so you can kill people with it. I'm not.
Let's hope not.
I think it's gonna be like a 7 or 8 kill streak before you can use
Okay,
it.
okay. Well, is it gonna be like a chopper gunner, or is it gonna be just one stinger shot and it's gone?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be like a chopper gunner, not as powerful, but I just hope it's not gonna be that annoying as an RCXD
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
really
But
hated that. kill
think
streak.
about it. The gunship in Black Ops was that annoying?
The gunship itself wasn't.
Yeah.
I
Why not?
I think. I mean, you have to get 11 kills to earn a gunship.
No, not every Joe can get it, right?
Yeah, that's why. Not everyone can get it. If you look at Modern Warfare 3, everyone can get like a chopper gunner or Osprey gunner or whatever because the game is so casual.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, I'm just hoping that Treyarch is keeping the same mindset as Black Ops 1.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
yeah.
All right. I just want to finish off with the fact about some sales, some pre-orders of this game. Um, it's huge. We can all assume it's huge.
Yep.
Let's compare it to Black Ops. Black Ops and Black Ops 2. The difference between between pre-orders, it's now 3 times higher. So we saw in Black Ops like a huge demand in pre-orders, and everybody wanted the game, and we now see a 3 times higher effect. How crazy is that?
Yeah,
Think about that.
it's crazy.
It's just
Robin?
the natural progression of the Call of Duty series. It's getting more popular every year. So it's I think the Call of Duty after Black Ops 2 will also sell a lot more than Black Ops 2 did. It's natural.
It depends on what Infinity Ward is planning to do.
It's just
I mean,
slap the name Call of Duty on the box and you already have a
Yeah,
billion
that's true.
sales.
It's getting hyped like
Yeah.
crazy, but I mean Black Ops 1 broke all the movie records and game records. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how much it's gonna get sold in November.
Yeah. So I wanna connect this with the first thing I've said. The Call of Duty is the biggest game or gaming franchise out there. Is that true? Now you've heard this. What do you think?
On console or just all platforms?
Well, that's both consoles,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
all
actually
all
it sells
platforms.
the most copies, so yeah.
All platforms? I don't think so. I'm not
Why?
sure.
Why not? Why not?
I think, I
Think
mean,
totally. Yeah. So the highest PC game out there. How much did it sold? How
World
much?
of
How many
World
copies
of
did go?
World of Warcraft.
Well, think about that. Think about that. World of Warcraft is a game with a lot of expansions. So think about 10 years, and We're now reaching the point of Call of Duty 9, right? It's 9 already. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Think about it. So all those Call of Duties, 1 through 9, and then compare it to World of Warcraft. Which one is bigger?
World
What
of
do you think?
Warcraft. I really think
I
World of
disagree.
Warcraft.
I disagree. World of
Wo-
Warcraft is less accessible than Call of Duty.
Yeah, but we weren't talking about accessibility. We're talking
Well,
about numbers.
well, let's take a look at the last 3 to 4 years. I mean, think of sales then. Think of the sales in the last 4 years. Call of Duty has been definitely bigger in those years. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, okay, that's true. But if you're looking at the dedication of players to a game,
Well, we're not talking about dedication. I
no,
know the World of Warcraft guys are immensely dedicated to the
yeah,
game, but I'm talking about the sales of the game compared to World of Warcraft.
yeah, all right. If you're looking at just sales, it's gonna be Call of Duty.
Yeah, so it is the biggest game or gaming franchise out there.
Um, on sales, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
All right. So
and
we agree on
somewhere
that.
there is, I have a feeling that it's not worth it. They don't deserve it, but that's
Well,
my
with
opinion.
the release of NW3, it shows how much it's not worth it. They need to keep listening to the community and they need to make those adjustments. But let's keep in mind, it's Infinity Ward. It's Activision behind the concept that doesn't want to change. All right.
Yeah, but yeah,
So
that my
so
my opinion, just my opinion is I lost my big interest in Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2 came out. That was just crap, a huge pile of shit, and I was done with the whole series. And still, I keep buying it. I play it because everyone plays it, but I enjoy other games way more than Call of Duty.
Yeah, yeah,
as for the Modern Warfare series, the two and the second part, the third part, I agree. But with Black Ops and World at War and whatever the Treyarch made, I love it. I still
Yeah,
love
I
it.
know, but there are games out there that are better for me
at this moment,
Okay, in your
at this
opinion.
moment.
at this moment, there are a lot of games that are better than Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
I mean that's just my opinion, and other people are getting like, oh, fuck you. So I mean that's my
Well,
opinion.
well, maybe, but you have your casual gamers. They're gonna love like the Modern Warfare series. It's fast paced. It's easy to kill. So, and then you have your Black Ops, which is like a bigger threshold to become good at it.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand why some people prefer Modern Warfare. I mean,
yeah,
I get why it's so popular,
yeah.
and
Same.
I'm not gonna say I hate it, but I don't love it.
But all right, just a question: if Modern Warfare 3 was the first Call of Duty game to come out, no one ever heard about a Call of Duty game, but Modern Warfare 3, or yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was the first game to come out. Do
Yeah.
you think it would still sell this much?
No, I think it will die it will die pretty quickly like Homefront did.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I think.
with the whole, with not the whole marketing system behind it. I mean, like the marketing behind such a game is huge. If you discount that, if the game doesn't have that, and it has the quality that MW3 has, I don't think it has. No, it's gonna get so much sales. No,
I
I
think
don't think.
it's, I think it's, yeah, people are gonna take a huge dump on it. I mean, yeah, I stopped playing Modern Warfare
But
3 after like a month. I still
yeah, I know.
play it sometimes, but because yeah,
All
like
right,
we
guys, I
said
think
before.
this is a good ending of the Black Ops 2 part and the whole Call of Duty hating part. Um, so let's move on. All right, guys.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. Next up, Mr. Cobra. We're gonna talk about Sniper Elite. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. I actually got the game last Friday, Sniper Elite V2, and I played it
What
a bit.
when did it come out?
It,
Fourth or 5th of May?
the fourth.
The 4th of May. All
Yeah.
right.
So I actually almost finished the campaign, and well, it's not entirely what I expected from it, but it's still fun. It's not like a triple A title, but it's still pretty fun.
All right. All right. So let's compare it to the last title. How does it feel now? You played the previous part. How are
Yeah.
you playing this? How does it feel?
All right. It feels pretty much the same. It's a bit more fast-paced. That I like that in some way, but the AI in the first one already was a bit bad, and it's not fixed. The AI is still like moving around like a bunch of morons, and it's just sometimes it feels like a shooting gallery. You're not doing anything. You're just pulling the trigger, bam, bam, bam. Hey, look at him, he's going down. Yeah, it's just I don't know. And the story is the same as the first. It's like a remake, but the storytelling happens in cutscenes, or you even have to read it before you start a level. And when I'm playing the level, I have no clue what the story is. I'm just mowing down people one at a time, and then when I get to a new level, I thought, oh yeah, that was what I'm doing. So I think the story is told in a uh, wrong way. It's not good. The story is not integrated with the gameplay, and I'm not pleased with that. But the gameplay itself is good. Is really good. I like
Or
that.
did they choose to still keep the DLC in there for or the DLC
The
or
pre-order
the yeah, the pre-order level to kill
kill Hitler.
Adolf, yeah, to
Yeah.
to kill Hitler?
Well,
Is it still in
That's
there?
all right.
that's awesome.
I
Wow.
pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it at a shop that has had on his site like, oh, you will get the DLC code, but I did not get it. What's up with that? That's because of that stupid store. I don't know if I can name it in the podcast.
No,
Can
no, don't name it. Don't
Oh, don't
name it.
do it, don't do
Oh,
it.
don't do it? Okay. I will not name it, but you know who you are, damn it. But someone in my friends list also pre-ordered it at another shop, and he got the code. He just got a code in his mail, and I was like, what the hell? I don't have it. But I don't really care after all
I
because,
I just want to say how awesome it is to just kill Hitler. I mean,
yeah,
how
shoot.
awesome is
Yeah,
that?
you can
Think
actually
about that.
shoot him in the nuts. How is that?
Nice. Can you
Wait,
say
wait,
again?
wait, wait. Does he have two balls?
Yeah, he has two, yeah.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Doesn't make
Okay,
sense. Hitler has one ball. Everybody knows that.
and
Yeah.
after that, just teabag him.
Yeah, but I heard that the mission was only about 10 minutes long, so I don't really care. I didn't get it, but yeah, the it was the publisher's fault. They did not send enough codes to all the retailers, so I was pretty pissed off at them. So
I can
Alright,
imagine.
nice. So, what about the because there are a lot of stealth elements, right?
yeah, well,
All
they
right.
said there would be a lot of stealth elements, and I'm hating like hell now. I'm yeah, I don't care. I'm just going on. The stealth gameplay is like, all right, I'm sneaking in the corner, and then I see someone, and I pick him off with my silenced pistol, and you move around a bit, and then behind you, where the body of that guy was, and there's no place to hide it. You can all you can throw it in the hallway or something, but there's not really a good place to hide it. And someone sees her, oh my god, he's inside, and then they all go looking for you. That's just fucked. I tried to play a whole level stealth, but I could not do it. It's just impossible to play stealth. I don't know why, but there are too many enemies in like corridor areas.
All right. So, but didn't the developer say like you can either choose to go loud or play stealthy in a level? Didn't they
Uh,
say that?
well,
Or
you can play stealthy, but when there are too many enemies, you're fucked. But that's basically it.
But isn't that the difficulty of the game that it provides? I mean, think about it.
Well, I think it's
It's
not.
going to be hard to play stealth, but that's why the game is so much fun. You want to figure out how to
Yeah,
be stealthy.
but
Is that possible?
it's not possible to go stealth all the way because it's like you got part one, right? In part one, in the first Sniper Elite, you got this huge open area and you can go everywhere you want. It doesn't matter. But this one is way too linear. You cannot go stealth because you have to follow that one path. You cannot cross.
oh
Is
wow.
and
They
then
made the obvious mistake.
yeah, it's a big mistake, and I don't like that. But
I
the
I thought they said it was gonna be like more open world
Well, yeah, it
to
is.
play in.
It is pretty open world, but to a certain point, because the levels are pretty long. And you start like in a city part of area, and then you have to go into a building, and that's just hallways all the way through. You cannot do that stealthily. It's just impossible.
All right. Mm. And what about the is it good to look at? Are the graphics? How are the graphics of the game?
If you compare it to the games that are coming out, that came out recently, the graphics are shit.
Just
Nice.
total
Well, but
shit.
the
Total
what
dumb
what
quality.
what I have to
Total dumb quality.
no, I have to say it looks pretty good when you're outside, but the textures inside a building, I don't like it. But the
Whoa.
lighting system is really good. The lighting system is awesome, and all the shadows and things that you can see, that's really good. But the overall graphics are a bit dated.
All right. So and you got certain difficulties, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you got veteran, I think.
Yeah, you got a recruit, a marksman, and sniper elite.
All right. So what are you playing on?
I'm playing on a mix between marksman and sniper elite because, you can change certain features in difficulty. Like I have the aiming, like aiming assist and everything. I have the difficulty on the highest, like wind and heart rate and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to put everything on hard, then you cannot spot enemies, and I want to spot enemies, so I put that feature on medium, so I can still spot an enemy and that I can see his waypoint through walls, so I can know where he is at that moment.
All right. And so yeah, I yeah, each difficulty had its own like aiming system with wind, bullet drop, bullet travel, all
Yeah.
that crap. So I played the demo only on marksman because I just totally sucked at sniper elite because yeah, it's too difficult for me. But um
I
I
like how
also
you're honest like that. Max.
I also didn't I also thought the controls were a bit clunky
No, the controls are
in the
fine.
demo.
Controls are fine, really. I,
Is there a
I
How?
possibility that you can like customize them to your own like liking?
I think so, but I didn't look at it because I like the controls as they are.
But
Uh,
all right. So home front, we all know was shit control wise.
Yeah.
How is this? Is this a fluent way of going around and shooting, etc.?
Well, yeah, I think the gameplay is really good. They implemented a cover system that wasn't in the first
Okay.
one, so that's a good.
Gears style.
Yeah, you have to press Y to get into
Going
cover, and
from
you can
Gears.
peek out of windows and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty good. But the thing I hate about getting into cover is like, imagine you're sitting into cover behind a little wall, and there are enemies right behind that wall shooting at you, but they cannot hit you because you're hiding. If you want to throw a grenade, then you have to cook the grenade, and
What the
then when you
fuck?
throw it, your character stands up entirely, and then he throws it. So it's when you want to throw a grenade, all that guys are just bam, 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 shooting at you, and then you're dead.
Nice. All right. All right. And yeah, is it worth it to buy the game for like 60 euros? Because the normal price is 60 euros. Is it worth it to buy the game for that? Is there
Well,
enough quality in there?
the normal price is 50, but I would not recommend you to buy it for that price. If you look really good on the internet, you can find it for 40, but I actually paid 25, so I'm pretty pleased with what I'm paying for. But it's not worth full price.
All right. So total opinion,
Uh,
it's
it,
good.
it's a good game, but it has a few major flaws. If it's below 30 euros, go pick it up because it is fun to play. You can spend like a few afternoons on it. It's pretty good, and it has the World War II setting that I personally like a lot. So if you like World War II setting and sniping, this game is for you.
All right. So a rating between 1 and 10.
I think a 6.5.
6.5. Wow. All
Yeah.
right. I thought it was gonna be higher.
No,
I thought
no,
I
I cannot
actually
do that.
thought I actually thought it was gonna be like an epic game since I played the demo, and
Yeah,
now I'm.
but it's pretty much the same as the demo all the way through.
All
So
right. So it's epic.
it's pretty epic at some points, but I finished the campaign almost, and it's getting pretty repetitive now. So and the AI just blows. So it's a 6.5 because
All
of the
right.
AI and because I didn't get my code.
All right. So that was Sniper Elite. Let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
And it's about the Skyrim Online, Elder Scrolls Online. We all saw the trailer,
Yep.
Yeah,
and
we did.
for the people who didn't, look it up on Google.
Here it is. Oh no, we're in the podcast. Oh.
But
No,
yeah,
no, no. Just put the link in the
yeah.
description. It's easier for them.
All right, I will. But yeah, it didn't make sense at all.
Why
It
not?
was just some guy talking and a dragon, and like Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
That's it.
but Elder Scrolls trailers are always like that. The teaser trailers. Oh my God, dragons, trolls, mages, buy it. Nah. And then it's over.
All right. So what's it gonna be like? Tell me. What can I expect from
Well,
from
take the
Elder
Elder
Scrolls
Scrolls
Skyrim Online?
universe and put it in an MMO, some fancy graphics over it, and you're done.
Well,
You
is
got
it
an
possible? Is it possible nowadays to have fancy graphics in like in online world? Look at World of Warcraft. It's not very pretty to see.
Yeah,
but
but
To be honest.
we're talking about an old game.
yeah, World of
I
Warcraft.
know, but is it going to be like Skyrim style? I'm assuming it's going to be less
No, I think it's
nice.
going to be like the graphic style of Rift. I don't know if you know Rift, but if you don't,
Well,
look it
I
up.
don't
maybe Oblivion is it going to look like that, or is it going to
No,
look like
but I
Skyrim?
think a bit better, and I think it also will be third person, not first.
I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna work with a server system like in Test Drive, if you like drove 10 miles, for example, you drove into a new server. And yeah, so the longer you travel, how more servers you're getting into, so they can maintain these graphics from like
Okay,
Skyrim.
what I want to know is is it going to come out on the consoles or just the PC?
For now, it's only announced on PC and Mac.
Why
All
wouldn't
right.
they do it on console? I mean, Skyrim is huge.
It's
So
Yeah, but
because
it's, I don't think it's possible with the equipment nowadays.
I think so. I think it is. Just downgrade the graphics a little bit and make it an MMORPG. You get a great game.
All right,
People are just waiting for an MMORPG for a long time on console, and it's only announced for PC and Mac right
all
now.
right. So you are too waiting for that kind of game.
I am. Yeah.
You would play it. You would play
I
it.
would
yeah,
play it.
I would also
All right.
play it if the Elder Scrolls MMO turns out to be good. I actually may buy a new laptop or PC for it if it's only on that.
Yeah, yeah. If I like myself as a well, more of an amateur RPG kind of player, I played Skyrim a lot, but that was basically my first big time RPG to play. But if I think Skyrim goes online, I would love it as an amateur kind of look. I would
Yeah.
love it. All right. So any details on when this is gonna come out or
Next year.
next year? Next year. All
Is
right.
that a guess or a fact?
That's a fact, I think. Yeah, 2000.
Estimate
Yeah,
on give or
estimate
take.
next year.
2013. So it's gonna be. Is it gonna be a DLC or a standalone game? What do you think?
Well, it's
Standalone.
standalone, of course. What are you talking about, man?
I do not
Yeah,
know,
but
man.
I believe if you bought like Skyrim or so, you will get a discount or something.
All right, let's see. Maybe in the E3 they're showing just a little bit more about that game.
I don't think so because at E3 they will be showing the Skyrim DLC. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that's exciting.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the thing of the E3 that I look forward the most. Skyrim DLC.
Ah, GTA 5.
Okay, but tell me, when is the Skyrim DLC gonna come? When?
This summer, so July, August, something like
So
that.
Q3 is gonna come.
Yeah, pretty
In
soon.
between those 3 months, it's gonna come.
Yep.
All right. So what can we expect?
Well, it's called Dawn Guard. The DLC is called Dawn Guard, and
Longer.
they released a image of the Dragonborn as they have their character build up with the horns, helmet, and shit, and
Yeah.
with the title Elder Scrolls Skyrim Dawn Guard under him, and that guy has some glow in his eyes, and the only people in Skyrim that have glow in the eyes are the vampires. So I actually thought maybe it's something about vampires.
Vampires? Are you shitting me?
Well,
Oh
it,
wow.
The one thing I hated about Oblivion is the whole vampire stuff. I mean, that was so annoying. You would get bitten waiting outside. It was no.
It's gonna be a mix like Skyrim and Twilight.
yeah, maybe you could turn into what's it called, a bat, and like
All right,
fly.
but I don't want to talk about vampires. I want to talk about the area it's going to play and what's going to be the area. We talked about this before, but what's it going to be?
We don't know yet. The only thing we know is that they going to announce it at E3. What it is.
But we
Yeah,
we talked about maybe like the whole Oblivion kind of area. They're going to open up that for DLC, but that's not going to be it. Or
Yeah, but what's circulating on the internet is like Dawn Guard. They took out the word Dawn, and what do you get then? It's the Order of the Mythic Dawn from Oblivion. That's like the order that
yeah.
opened
So
the
again,
Oblivion
a
gates.
reference to Oblivion again.
Yeah, that's a reference to the gates of Oblivion.
Yeah. So maybe that's gonna come back, but
Yeah.
basically at this point it's just all just guessing, waiting for the next trailer to
Yeah,
come out.
maybe when they put out the trailer at E3, it's like Donkey Magic Dreamland or something. I don't know.
but Bethesda's coming out with another new game. It's Dishonored. Um, are they showing? Do you think they're gonna show something about Dishonored on the E3?
Oh yeah, they will be showing a lot. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the game.
that
It's like a
game
mix
is yeah.
between the Elder Scrolls slash Splinter Cell slash the Assassin's Creed slash I don't know
BioShock.
Bioshock. I'm just
All right,
looking
but
forward to it.
talk to me. Dishonored. What is it? I haven't heard from it to be honest. Of it. What is it? Is
It's
it an RPG? Is well, it's a game, of course, but
yeah.
what's it gonna be?
Okay.
I mean, I saw the trailer, and in the trailer you saw that's actually the only thing I know about it. In the trailer you saw a guy like Assassin's Creed style jump over roofs and trying to kill people, like some kind of Asian setting.
It's
But
no, it's like a steampunk setting. Like
yeah, yeah.
take
But you
the
guys you're talking about the atmosphere, but what is it gonna be? RPG? Is it gonna be action adventure? Is it gonna be is it gonna be a shooter? I don't
I
know.
think
don't
it's going to be a non-linear action adventure stealth assassin RPG game.
So kind of like not Assassin's Creed. I mean, what's that game called again? The Japanese game.
Japanese?
I don't know. I forgot.
Let me
I forget.
let me quote you something about Dishonored.
All
All
right.
right, go.
You're the once trusted bodyguard of the beloved Empress. Framed for murder, you became an infamous assassin, known only by the disarming mask that has become your calling card. In a time of uncertainty, when the city is being
Back.
besieged by plague or something,
Yeah,
and ruled
that's
by an oppressive government are with the neo-industrial. Well, so it's actually you're playing some kind of assassin,
yeah.
like Assassin's
All
Creed,
right, all right.
in like
So
an Asian setting with robots.
Yeah, it's like London in the 1800s with
oh,
modern technology.
Yeah.
here we
Uh,
go. I remembered. So is it gonna be like Ninja Gaiden on steroids?
I
No,
hate Ninja Gaiden. Don't talk
it's
about it.
not
Because
going to
Ninja
be like
Gaiden
Ninja Gaiden at all.
is like RPG mixed with action adventure.
It's
So is it
going
gonna
to
be that?
be it's going to be like a BioShock meets Half-Life universe, and then first-person Assassin's Creed with gadgets.
It's gonna be first person. It's gonna be RPG. I'm seeing a
Yeah,
screenshot right here from a guy holding some kind of sword and making or just casting a spell at a guy. So it's gonna
All
be
right.
magic weapon like Skyrim actually. It's
So
looking like that.
all right. So that's promising looking.
It is, yeah.
It's
All
if
right.
if
So
it's going to be a mix of the most awesome games that are out there, I think it's going to be good.
And I can see
all right.
a screenshot of some lovely women.
I think we can I think we can all assume that if Bethesda is making it, which it is, it's gonna have a certain degree of quality, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what
So
quality of
think
Bethesda?
about Skyrim, think about Fallout series. I mean, it's bound to be like good to really good. I mean,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
right?
Bethesda also has the first few months that the game is out, the bugs are just huge. There are a lot of bugs in all their games. Like
Yeah,
Well,
Fallout New Vegas had this bug that your save game got corrupt after
oh
a
yeah.
certain hour, and that's just awful. I also had that. I had like 100 hours in, and then bam, I could not go any further.
Oh wow, wow, that's brutal, man. That's brutal. All
Alright,
right.
so
So we talked about Bethesda, the Dishonored and Skyrim DLC, but I think this is a cue for the next part, Mr. Cobra.
Oh, I'm again. All right.
You're up. You're up.
Oh
Go,
damn!
go.
Yeah, I'm up.
Keep
All right.
talking.
All
Keep
right.
talking. Don't stress. Go.
All right. The next part, I will be announcing it. Um,
Wait. Say it in a like kind of a radio voice with emphasis on whoa. Okay,
oh,
go.
can I do that? All right.
Yeah.
What you
ladies
are
and
going to hear right now, we are going to do the road to E3. Oh yeah. The-
Applause,
Right.
applause, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right.
Alright.
So what it is, it's like 4 weeks left to E3, and we're going to discuss a few companies or publishers, whatever, every episode until the E3 is, and then we will, after the E3, we will look at what came out of what we expected.
Yeah. So kind of our expectations on what the developments and games are gonna be like.
Yes.
To summarize. All right. So basically, you chose two publishers. Which ones?
Right, I chose for this episode, pow. I chose
Da, da, da.
Ubisoft. I chose,
Ubisoft.
yeah, we already talked about Bethesda, so leave that.
All right.
And Square Enix.
Square Enix. All
Hmm.
right. All right. So Ubisoft. What can we expect from Ubisoft
Well,
on the E?
first of all, Assassin's Creed 3.
Epic.
That's going to.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
Epic. Okay. Go.
alright, it's going to be a whole new take on Assassin's Creed. It's a whole different time frame. It's like what's it like the Civil War in America, like
So what?
with the first guns and shit.
Okay. And
Hmm.
how much information is available at this point of Assassin's Creed? Is the storyline there, or is it only like the time period and some screenshots? What is
Well,
it?
already had an announcement trailer, and I think we will see some gameplay at E3. And if it's good, it's actually going to be the first Assassin's Creed game that I'm going to buy.
All right. So, Mr. Spongemarker, can you please put the link to that trailer in the description so the audience can
Yes.
look it up? All
I will
right.
do
All right.
that.
All right,
You
and
see, you
moving
see
on.
how much I'm involved with the listener here. You know, I look out for him. All right, go.
All right, moving on to the next game,
Easter egg.
Far Cry 3. That's actually one of the games that I'm looking forward the most,
Why?
because it's epic.
Again,
It's
that word. Wow. Why is it epic?
right. It's like in Far Cry 2 they moved to the desert, like yeah, desert area. That was cool, but now they're returning to the rainforest kind of the jungle experience, and well, it looks like you can. Play objectives in different ways. The enemies are crazy. If you've seen the trailers, it's like this epic villain, and well, you can also take drugs.
That
Yeah,
sounds awesome.
that sounds awesome. And they actually have like all the shooters like fast pace, going shooting all the time. And here they say from, oh no, you've been shooting like the last half an hour, and now we're taking you to this scene where you don't have a weapon and just look at the scenery and shit while taking drugs.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
So, what's the
something.
connection with Far Cry 2? Is there a connection?
There is no connection. It's just new people, a new island. Well, I think the gameplay maybe is a bit like Far Cry 2, but like the Far Cry we all know. The multiplayer is going to be different. It's just a huge game like this sandbox island, and you have to get out. Your boat is gone, and it's going to be a
So,
story.
for me, like a Far Cry newbie, I haven't played Far Cry. I don't know about it. Is it like a shooter with RPG elements, or is it an RPG with shooter elements? What
Well,
is it?
it's like a shooter and a shooter in a sandbox area. So it's sandbox gameplay. You can go to your objective in a lot of different ways, and that's maybe a little RPG-ish. But yeah, it's like a different shooter.
Different shooter. All
Yeah.
right. So, like a shooter in a really, really cool setting.
Yeah, it's like a really high graphical shooter, like the pretty trees and the sun and all that kind of stuff. The setting is just really weird. It's like this epic island where you would like to go on vacation, but it's like corrupt and everyone's crazy and you have to get out. It seems very peaceful, but when you go
Okay.
further in the island, it just get crazy everywhere.
What? So, what can you tell me about the storyline? Is there anything known about that?
Well, the storyline is like you're on a boat with a few friends. It's also in the trailer, and you go on the island, and you can see shit's going down, but you don't care. You have a drink at a bar, and then at some point you are captured.
All
And
right, and then you take some drugs.
yeah, yeah, no, 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 you're not taking drugs then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But then your friend gets killed and you escape, and then your boat is gone, and you have to get off the island with all these guys, crazy
Okay,
guys
okay.
chasing.
And this is all in the trailer.
This is all in the trailer, and the trailer
All
is
right, all right,
awesome. Go look it up. The trailer is
There,
awesome.
there,
all
there's a
right. Put it in
lot of
the
yeah. I'll put it in the description. Don't worry about
yeah,
that. But
yeah.
there's a lot of gameplay with this crazy guy who's
Yeah,
talking about the definition of insanity.
yeah.
He's and there are like demo walkthroughs with two different developers. No, not developers. Guys who are
Publishers.
Play.
no.
Oh,
How are you calling these guys who are working for a developer?
you said it, not
I
me,
don't
man.
know. Oh,
Trying to help
whatever.
you.
With two different
Go.
guys, and they both have a different playing style, and you can see because you can go stealth, and you can go loud,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's looking really epic. Like yeah, nice. Go ahead, Robin.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
Shall we move on to the next part, because I don't think this is going to get
All
any
right.
better.
Okay. So
all right.
Square Enix, right? Square Enix.
All right, we're going to Square Enix. They are going to show us the new Tomb Raider. So
Okay.
yeah,
So the big boobies, bounce, 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 and figure out puzzles,
no,
basically.
the bouncing is finally over. No more bounces.
Why?
Why?
I like
Why?
bouncing boobies.
It's it's
I like
more
it as much as
realistic now.
taking drugs in games, man.
No, it's actually more realistic now. It's going to the way that the gameplay wise of Uncharted, like Uncharted with yeah, like Uncharted gameplay. I don't know. It's looking pretty awesome, and
Just say it's Uncharted, but just with a girl,
yeah,
like a moaning girl,
yeah, a
and she's
lot.
like ah in the trailer. That's the only thing she's doing.
I hope they
So
fix that.
that's the game.
don't.
So the moaning is gone.
No, it's there. That's what I hate about it.
Well, the first 10 minutes is going to be awesome, but after that, the 8 hours after that, it's going to be annoying, right?
It's going to be.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's looking pretty good, but I have to see more like
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I played all the Tomb Raiders and all completed them, and I'm a fan of Tomb Raider. But when I saw this trailer with her just screaming, I was like, oh my god,
it's
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 just
it's it's more realistic when you have something like a spear through your knees or something. You don't go like, oh god, there's a spear in my knee. You go like, what?
no. I'm
So
gonna be like, call 911. I gotta go to the hospital, but she's not doing that
no,
because she's in a cave.
she's in a freaking cave, right? Right.
So don't talk about realism. Let's go.
I don't care. Right. Next game and the last one that we are going to talk about this episode of the Road to E3 is Hitman Absolution from Square Enix and Eidos.
Oh wow, I didn't even know there was a new Hitman in the making.
Oh, shame on you.
Yeah,
What? How did you not know that?
because I'm a beast. No, I just didn't know.
All right, all
All right,
right.
go ahead.
It's this time around the Hitman series is getting a bit more casual. You can play it like the previous Hitmans, like full stealth. Objective is there. This is where you have to go through, figure it out yourself, and you can go in guns blazing.
Oh,
right.
all right.
And well, it's looking pretty good because they are going to a wider audience this time, but they still have everything there for the really hardcore Hitman players. If you turn the difficulty all the way up and you go stealth through the whole game, it's just like every other Hitman. But if you don't care about that and you just want to shoot some, then you can do that too.
That's awesome.
I want to
That's
play a Hitman like Hitman was. Hitman was awesome.
Well,
This-
if you want to do that, you can do that.
All right. So I will.
And well, I'm pretty excited about this, and graphic wise it looks really good, and gameplay wise it looks really good. There are actually a few gameplay videos out there of it, so I suggest you look that up or put it in the description.
Okay, yeah, I will. All right.
Okay, and yeah, it's like this stealth game that I've been waiting for a few years, and I played Deus Ex. That's maybe something that comes a bit close, and I really like that, and that was also from Square Enix. So I really look forward to this Hitman game.
All right, nice. So, yeah, that was the last topic of this podcast. You guys got anything else to say?
I think it was epic. Okay, that's
All
all
right.
I'll say.
Epic. All right.
Yeah,
All right. So, we talked about Black Ops 2.
a lot.
A lot. Yeah, a lot. Sniper Elite review done by Robin.
Oh yeah,
Cobra. I'm sorry. He's not called Robin. He's called Cobra.
Never
All right.
mind.
Skyrim DLCs and the Elder Scrolls Online. The Road to E3. What's that all about? About Ubisoft and Square Enix and Bethesda, like I said before. So Assassin's Creed 3, Far Cry 3, Hitman, the Tomb Raider. So that should be this episode. All the links are going to be in the description. If you liked it, please sub and leave a rating.
yeah.
Yeah. So what are we going to do in the future? What we're going to do?
All right.
I want to
So
know.
what we're gonna do, like every Monday, this episode will be posted on this channel. There will be a lot more gameplay videos and commentaries, and mainly with the three of us in the upcoming future. We're gonna do E3 stuff, like you guys said before, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So every episode of Broken Fingers podcast, we're going to talk about the E3 and for the next
Yep.
4 weeks. All
Yep.
right.
All right.
What else?
What else? We're we're just making more videos than this, aren't we?
Yeah. And
Alright.
what are we gonna do with the E3 stuff?
We talked about that, but all right.
Well, no, but in 4 weeks, the E3 is going to come. There's going to be a whole shitload of press conferences. What are we going to do with
All
it?
right, so one of us or all three of us is gonna watch the press conferences. I think it's gonna be me because I'm always on the later
No, you
time.
know what? We're actually going to watch the Microsoft press conference together
All
on
right,
Xbox Live because they're streaming it.
yeah,
Yeah, and
nice.
and within a couple of hours, we're going to tape a Broken Fingers podcast special edition.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And we're going to discuss all the developments and what we think about it.
And maybe
So,
it's possible to
yeah,
live record while the thingy is playing. Why?
it is possible.
all
All right.
is somebody gonna want to hear us while they're listening to like Microsoft or Bill Gates? I
I
don't know.
know. If it's gonna be like, oh, this gotta be the new Xbox. Oh, hell yeah!
And anyway, so we're gonna like Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. We're gonna deal with all the big publishers, and we're gonna talk about 4 special episodes, right?
Yep,
Yep.
Four.
yep.
All right, awesome. I'm
All
looking
right,
forward.
so, and like I said before, a lot more videos like commentaries, co-op play. We're planning on doing a. I'm gonna spoil it. Uh,
Right? No, wait. Are you really gonna spoil? All right, go spoil
all right, just I mean, if the people love us, they're gonna watch it. So
it.
we're talking about a three guy co-op Left 4 Dead. Yeah, that should be coming. Don't know when, but it's definitely in the
In the works.
in the works.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it,
All
right?
right. Cool.
All right. So
Nice.
thank you guys for listening. Leave a rating if you didn't already subscribe, and we love you. No homo. All right.
All right. As we
Bye
say
bye
in
now.
Holland, dikke doei.
Later.
Later.
Doei.
Bye.